Good morning to all my dear students. In our last class, we have discussed the application of biotechnology in the field of medicine. We have learned about the genetic engineered insulin and gene therapy, which was basically used to correct the incorrect genes or to replace the incorrect genes by the normal gene. So, today we are going to learn another aspect of biotechnological application, and that is the molecular diagnostics. You very well know that for treating of disease it is very important that it should be early diagnosed and properly treated. Till the time the disease is not diagnosed properly, its treatment is not possible. And for early diagnosis, it is very important that the physiology of pathogen is understood and the effective treatment methods are employed. So, by using the biotechnological methods, the early detection and treatment was made possible. Now, when the traditional methods of diagnostic or conventional methods of diagnostics were used, like sample of urine, blood sample, serum sample, then their analysis what were not giving the good results when it was related to the count of pathogen, or when the pathogen were present in low concentration in the body fluids, the results were not coming. So the early diagnosis was not possible. But by using the effective methods like recombinant DNA technology, polymerase chain reaction, then enzyme linked immunosorbent assay, which is ELISA, it was made possible that the count of pathogen is low, then also the things were detected and treated. The people were not waiting, now no more waiting for arrival of the symptoms. So this is how the diagnostics had become easier, and when the easily the diagnosis is done, then the treatment is also made possible without any issues. Now let us see the significance of the early molecular diagnostics. Now PCR is basically used to detect the pathogen at very low concentration, and this is done by amplification of nucleic acid of pathogen. We have already learned detail about the PCR, that how the DNA is being amplified. Now you can easily detect the HIV virus in the suspected AIDS patient by using the ELISA technique. The mutations in the genes which are basically suffering from the cancer patients can be detected, and many other genetic disorders can be detected very easily by application of genetic engineering in the field of diagnostics. Now let us see that how the ELISA is helping in finding out the HIV virus. This is the molecular diagnostic technique which detect the antigen. Antigen is the foreign substance or pathogen, and to this antigen your body starts producing antibody. So it is basically working on the principle that as soon as the antigen is entering the body, then your body will respond to that antigen by producing the antibody. So antigen antibody interaction is the principle for the ELISA. The ELISA is detecting the pathogen by seeing the presence of antigen. This antigen can be protein or glycoproteins, or they can also check the disease or the microbe by studying the antibodies which are synthesized against these pathogens. So this is how the genetic engineering is contributing to diagnosis of the disease and their treatment. Now let us learn about the transgenic animals. So very well known term, transgenic means those organisms which are having the genes of different organisms, or which are having the gene of interest or foreign DNA, and which are being and their DNA is being manipulated, or their DNA is being changed by introduction of foreign genes. So I am defining it first, and then we will discuss the use or application of these transgenic animals. So transgenic animals are those animals which have been genetically manipulated to produce and express a foreign gene by the process of genetic engineering. Now here are the few pictures of the transgenic organisms. Transgenic rats, rabbit, fish, sheep, cow, pigs have been produced, and about 95% of transgenic animals are mice. Now let us learn about the advantages of these transgenic animals. So the first advantage is to study the normal physiology and development. They are basically developed to study how the genes are regulated and how they affect the normal functioning of the body and its development. For example, study of complex factor involving the growth such as insulin like factor. Then they help you to study a disease. They are specifically designed, and they are designed to understand that how genes are contributing to the development of disease, so that the new method of treatment are investigated and developed against the disease. Many transgenic models are existing for disease like cancer, rheumatoid arthritis, cystic fibrosis, Alzheimer's disease, etc. Now the other important advantage is production of the biological products. They are also used for producing the various biological products which are basically used as medicines, and they are helping you to provide you the immunity. For example, the alpha 1 antitrypsin, a human protein that is used for treatment of emphysema. Emphysema is the disease that is related to your respiratory tract. Attempts are basically being for treatment of phenylketonuria and cystic fibrosis. These are the genetic disorders. In year 1997, a transgenic cow Rosie was produced, and this transgenic cow produced the milk which was enriched in human protein. In human, alpha lactoalbumin is present, and this same alpha lactoalbumin was produced by this cow in amount 2.4 gram per liter, and it is considered as a nutritional balanced diet for human babies than the natural cow milk. So these are the advantages. Now let us look out for the another advantage, that is the vaccine safety. Transgenic mice are being created to test the safety of vaccine before they are used on humans. They are also used to test the safety of polio vaccine. And if the vaccine is successful and found reliable, then they could be replaced and used on monkeys, and then these batches of vaccine are further introduced for the human beings. The last is the chemical safety testing. This is basically known as toxicity or safety testing. The transgenic organisms are here created which are more sensitive to the chemicals as comparison to non-transgenic animal, and these organisms are exposed to toxic substances and their effects are studied on these organisms. The toxicity testing in such animal will allow us to obtain the results in the less time. So these are all the advantages of the transgenic animals which are being produced by the genetic engineering or recombinant DNA technology. That's all for the day today. Thank you.